What would a time traveler from the 1800s make of our society today? They would surely be amazed at how cities have changed, how fast we drive in so-called cars, and that we can fly to another continent in airplanes. But they would also wonder, what the hell is that device everyone is holding in their hand? Technological progress is now exemplified by the smartphone, a device we've incorporated in our bodies like the sixth joint, at the same level as even our arms and legs. It's one of the windows we use to enter the wide world of the global internet. In the year 2000, there were around 304 million connected people to the internet, which was about the 5% of the global population at the time. 2020 started with almost 4.6 billion inhabitants of cyberspace. That accounts to nearly 60% of today's global population. We are more connected than ever, and we can see it in various ways. Economically, we have globalized the supply chain. We get the materials from somewhere, we make the pieces in another place, we put them together in another place and sell them in another place. Of course, this chain is much more complex, but the simplified scheme allows us to arrive to the conclusion that ideas, knowledge, money and people flow constantly in all directions. Economy is one of the belts of globalization. From it, we can add many layers. One I especially like is cultural globalization. People feel connected to things that no longer reside in their surroundings. The constant exchange of ideas, travel, and what we can see inside our screens leads us to an evolution in our cultural relations. Many anthropologists would even argue that globalization is leading towards shaping a global culture. Some idealists would add to this that global culture could lead to global peace. Of course, we cannot neglect communications. Communications are global and sometimes even instantaneous. We can video call somebody on the other side of the planet, allowing us to feel him or her closer to us. We can buy a plane ticket so cheap that it can take us within a few hours to a different place. What are the effects of interconnecting on disinformation campaigns? Globalization brings everything closer to us, allowing us to know and to care about what is happening on the other side of the planet. Additionally, the internet has given our reality a sense of immediacy and has amplified the voices of many people. Technology has also changed the way we consume information, and sometimes all we can hear about and see is a cacophony of ideas. The internet is nowadays our preferred source of information, and inside it, social media and news websites top the chart. And the tendency leads to social media outpacing the rest of the sources we get information from. It doesn't mean that there wouldn't be disinformation if we went back to analogical. Indeed, we saw in episodes 2 and 3 that fake news are as old as history. But the internet has characteristics that makes information easier to spread. For instance, it's easy to impersonate someone, a human or something, a trustworthy newspaper, and that news circulate very fast. Interconnectivity widens the reach of disinformation campaigns and makes the internet the preferred way to pursue them. We are all in this together. But how does fake news affect our minds? Can it make us seemingly remember something that never happened? Join me, Andrea G. Rodríguez, in the next episode of this series on how disinformation works, when I'll be telling you how believing is not necessarily seeing. Bye for now.